watching live, and welcome. This is a gentle flow practice here at Shangri-La Hot Yoga, and my name is Melissa. And I'll be guiding you through your 60 minutes of heart opening. So heart opening, we're going to be doing a lot of little back bends, opening up the chest, and just making sure that we're keeping that in the upper body. So keep that low back nice and safe. Hold the navel in nice and tight every time you're bending back, and making sure you're keeping lots of length in your spine, but I'll cue you through it as well. And since it is gentle flow, give yourself permission to be soft if you would like to. If you're feeling like taking it a step up, you're also more than welcome to do that. Taking some full chaturangas or other things such as that. Grab some blocks and have them nearby just in case, or a water bottle that you can place your palm on, anything like that. We will get started in a child's pose today, so you can have either the knees together or the knees out wide. It's your choice. Big toes touch. So just find what feels right for your body this morning. Letting the hips settle back towards the heels. Taking a little bit of movement, reaching those fingertips long on the mat. So lengthen the spine out. Allow the head to soften down towards the ground. Maybe rock yourself back and forth for just a couple of breaths here as we settle into this space. And then when you feel ready, find some stillness. So try to relax into the mat. And then just taking a second to scan the body, starting at the toes, and making your way all the way up to the crown of the head and the fingertips. And just seeing how each little body part is feeling. What do you need from your practice? And how can you modify for yourself? Making sure that you're coming from a place of non-judgment. So not judging yourself based on how you are today. We're different every single day. You might have one day where you're feeling really good, and the next where you're a little bit tight and sore, and you can't go as far, or can't stretch as deep. So making sure that you're not holding that against yourself, that you're just respecting where your body is in each separate moment. Now find your lungs are empty. And then take a full breath in, all the way up to the top and pause. Open the mouth, let it all go. Good, make lots of noise. Big breath in. Release it out. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Inhale. Side out. Hold it out one more time. Last breath in. Fill up all the way to the top, pausing. Take one more little sip of air in. Hold. Open up, clear it out. Then either come to your natural breath or close the lips. Start to breathe in and out through your nose. You can find your ujjayi, taking a slight constriction to the back of your throat. And then just finding your breath. So making each one a little bit longer than the last. And if you're craving to start with a little bit of a chest opener, shoulder stretch, you can bring the palms together into a prayer. And start to bend at the elbows and place the thumbs at the nape of the neck. So just an option here for these last few breaths in your child's pose. Maybe you test it out and it doesn't feel good, and you come back to your regular child's pose. So remember, honoring that body. You can always try out something different, and then as soon as it doesn't resonate for you, come back to the original pose. And if you have that prayer hands come back out long. With a breath in, come up to your tabletop. So stack the shoulders above the wrists, pull the knees into hips width apart, and make sure that the hips are right above the knees. Coming into a nice neutral spine here. Inhale, lower the belly, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine, press away. Inhale, broaden. Exhale, curl. That one more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to your neutral spine. And then start to walk the hands back towards the knees. And then lift up onto your shins. So coming up onto the shins, if you need to, you can tuck the toes behind you for more support. Take a breath in and reach the hands nice and high. Breath out, right hand's gonna come down towards the thigh. Come into a little side body stretch. Slightly pressing the hips over towards the left, reaching up and over with the fingertips. Inhale to center. Exhale, left hand down. Nice and light with that left hand. Finding the bicep alongside the ear, maybe lifting the gaze towards the ceiling. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, interlace the hands and place them behind the head. So press the head into the hands. Open up the chest. Take a breath in to lift up through the crown of the head, lengthen the spine. And then a breath out, come into a nice deep back bend, pressing the head into the hands and opening up the elbows by hugging the shoulders in towards each other. So this should feel like a really nice stretch all the way across the chest, especially in your shoulders. And then we're just coming into our little first kind of back bend here. One more breath. Full breath in. And with a breath out, just pull the elbows in towards each other and curl the spine. So navel towards spine, hug the chin in towards the chest, and round. So find some space between each vertebra. We're gonna find that breath to movement. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, open, press the hips slightly forward. Exhale, elbows together. One more time. Inhale, elbows extend. Exhale, pull it in and curl. Good. Inhale, release the grip and reach the hands high. Exhale, hands come down and start to find a little curl in the spine coming into your embryo pose. So forehead comes down to the mat, knees are in together, shoulders soften down towards the ground. Maybe take some movement back and forth. Big breath in. Let it go. And then walk the hands back underneath you. And lift back up to your tabletop. So from our tabletop, we're gonna place all the weight into our left hand. Inhale, reach the right hand high towards the ceiling. And then place the hand behind the head. So it's kind of like a half version of what we were doing before, right? You're pressing the head into the hand. You're opening up the shoulder. Full breath in, lift that elbow high. Breath out, take the elbow over towards the left arm. Squeeze it in, little twist. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, curl in. Just try to open up our spine in every direction. Inhale, lift. Exhale, touch the arm. This time, inhale, reach up, extend back high. Exhale, hand comes underneath. Switching sides. Place all the weight into the right hand, grip the hand down. Inhale, left hand high, place the hand behind the head. Prepare, press the head back. Pull the shoulder back. Inhale here. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, release, hand comes up. Exhale, tabletop. Finding some strength in our tabletop. So press away from the ground, find the strength in the shoulders. Grip through the fingertips, maybe the knuckles slightly lift. Pull the navel in nice and tight here. And we're just gonna start to make our way towards a little bit of a supported plank. So walk the hands forward a little bit. And then shift the weight over the wrist. So if you need to, you can walk the knees back. Shoulders above wrist, press away from the ground. Find a slight little rounding through the upper back. So you're trying to broaden the space behind the heart. Squeeze the glutes just slightly. Hug the ribs in towards each other. Inhale, start to shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, hug them in, and find a slow lower all the way down to the belly. Once you're down at the belly, try to untuck the toes and root through the feet. Maybe you're rooting so much that the kneecaps lift. You're engaging those legs. You're pulling the inner thighs towards each other. Hug the elbows and the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the chest up, little baby cobra. Come up slightly, squeezing everything together. Keep the gaze at the ground. Keep the feet rooted. Try to point the toes towards the back of the room. Big breath in. Breath out, lower it down. Inhale, slow rise up. Exhale, lower. We're going to do one more back bend here. I'm going to give you the choice. We do a lot of baby cobras, so you can stay there. If you're feeling like coming a little bit further, you can come towards that full cobra, so just extending a little bit higher. So inhale, come up to baby cobra, either pause here, or pressing the palms and just come slightly higher. So we're just playing around with a little bit deeper back bends than we usually do. Make sure if you're in that full cobra, that you're pulling the shoulders back and keeping a slight bend in the elbows. So elbows should not be straight. When they're straight, notice how my shoulders hike up to my ears. And that also puts more pressure on your low back. So find that nice softness. Good, keep the gaze neutral. Maybe up with the eyes, but not the chin. Good, full breath in. And with our breath out, we're gonna press into the palms. We're gonna come through our tabletop. And then we're just gonna tuck our toes and lift the hips directly to downward facing dog. I'm gonna give you the choice here. So when we go through chaturangas, you can take your baby cobra. If you're feeling spicy, you wanna play with that deeper back bend, come to your full cobra. Or maybe take a full chaturanga, if you're feeling like something a little bit more. So find some movements in your down dog, pedaling it out, shaking your head, trying to release the muscles of the neck, and find a nice stretch in the back of the legs. And we'll all find some stillness. Feet out at hips width apart. Look up forward towards the fingertips and try to spread them out nice and wide. Press away from the ground, strengthening through the forearms. Spread the shoulder blades out nice and wide. Keep that soft bend in your knees. So knees are nice and bent to make more space in your low back. Inhale, bend the knees, look towards the top of the mat. Exhale, start to step the feet forward, finding that forward fold. Feet out a little bit wider than hips width apart. Just find a little bit of space here at first. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to thighs to begin. So we're coming a little bit higher just to lengthen out through the back of the legs. You know, probably a little bit tighter hamstring still. Try to roll the shoulders back and find that nice length in your spine. So just notice if you're tempted to round here. Hug the shoulders together. One more breath in. Breath out, bend into the knees. Slow and controlled, roll all the way down. From here, you can find your ragdoll, either hands on the ground, hands to block, or opposite elbows. And just start to find a little bit of sway, taking movement into the legs and the spine. Meet back at center. Release the hands down. Keep a bend in your knees. Soften the head down. And then with the breath in, we'll slowly roll up to standing. So feel every vertebra. There's a race to see who can be the slowest to make it up. So the last person to make it up, go as slowly as possible. Head comes up flat. And then everyone meeting in mountain pose. Hugging the shoulders together, nice open chest. Pressing the fingertips down towards the ground. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, right hand comes down to the thigh. It's going to be really similar to what we did earlier. Inhale to center. Exhale, left. Inhale, extend. Exhale, interlace hands behind the head. Inhale, open up the chest, press the head into the hands. Exhale, curl the spine, elbows together. Inhale, broaden. Exhale, curl. Remember, keep that navel in this entire time. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, release, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. A little bit in the knees as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms. Inhale, step back to high plank and lower the knees. So coming to that supportive plank. We're going to move a little bit faster here through our chaturanga. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend elbows, hug and lower. Inhale, rise up, baby or full cobra. Exhale, roll over the knees, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. You can always skip chaturangas if they're not resonating to you. Maybe take a cat-cow or just meet us in down dog. Inhale, knees bend, look forward. Exhale, top of mat. Moving a little bit quicker. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, melt. Inhale, sweep high, big movement. Exhale, right hand to thigh. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left hand. Inhale, center. Exhale, interlace. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curl. Just doing that one time. Inhale, release the grip, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and plant the palms. Inhale, step it back. High plank, your version, supported or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Lower. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, lift it back. Do it one more time. Inhale, soften, look to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, palm to thigh. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hands behind head. Pull the navel in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, chaturanga. Plant the palms, step back, and go at your own pace. So bending the elbows, lowering control. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Clear it out. Go one more time. Big inhale. Let it go. Place the knees on the ground. Take a quick embryo pose. Arms reach along the side of you. Forehead comes down. You take open mouth exhales here. If that feels good, maybe you keep your ujjayi if you want to keep some of that heat. Palms come forward. And then lift up to your tabletop. Let's go back to tabletop. Tuck the toes and lift the hips. Downward facing dog. I'm just going to move on here. Placing all the way into our left foot. Inhale, right leg reaches high, three-leg dog. Pausing, pressing that left heel down. You feel that nice stretch down the back side of the leg. And then roll the right pinky toe to face the ground. Inhale, lift the heel high, squeeze the loop. Exhale, pull the knee in nice and slow, control. Step the foot forward. If you need to, if it doesn't get quite all the way up, take the hand, place it forward. Lower the back knee down. Obviously untuck the toes here if that feels good. And just walk the right foot a little bit further forward, knee above or behind the ankle. Pull the right hip in. Inhale and reach up high. Come to your low crescent. So right hip to socket, navel to spine, shoulders soften down, but fingers reach high. So finding that nice extension through this spine. Settle into that front thigh a little bit more. So find your nice edge here. Roll the pinky fingers in. Couple of breaths. So maybe you want to come in and out of that thigh, finding a new edge with every breath out. Good, pause at that edge. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, cactus the arms. But once you cactus, start to lower the arms all the way down. So we're going to find that fluid movement. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, cactus, and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hug. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. This time, hands come all the way down to the mat. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Look forward and step that back foot in until you find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, half. Exhale, chaturanga. Step back to high plank. Lower control. Inhale, open up. Exhale, press back. Full breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, left foot up. Begin on the second side. Letting the right heel get nice and heavy. Roll the left pinky toe down. Press the heel back. Inhale here. Exhale, hug the knee in. Round the spine, press away, find some space. Find that gentle step. Right knee comes down. See if you need to walk that left foot forward. Hug the left hip to the socket. Inhale, rise. If you need support, remember you can always have hands down on the thigh if that feels better. Keeping those hips nice and stable by pulling that left hip back. Hug the ribs in towards each other. Engage the core. Reach up through the crown, head, and the fingertips. Find as much length as possible. And then find those few breaths just coming in and out of the thigh, just to help yourself settle into this posture. One more. Settle in. Full breath in, reach through the fingers. Breath out, cactus. And lower it down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hug. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back bend. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, this time hands come down to frame the foot. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. Gaze comes forward and walk the right foot in, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga of choice. Remember, if you need to, please skip it. We'll make our way to our downward facing dog. Come down to the knees, knees out wide, toes together. Reach through the fingers, find your child's pose, couple breaths. Full breath in. Let it out. Two more, your choice how to take them. Good, when you're ready, make your way back to down dog. And we're just gonna build onto that flow. So we'll move back to movement through parts that we've done. And just listen carefully because we'll build onto certain portions of our flow. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, meet the down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step forward. Lower the back knee down. Pull the right hip back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. So one more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus. This time, as you lower the hands, come behind you. You can grab opposite elbows or interlace the hands together. So your opposite elbows are interlaced depending on how you're feeling feeling today. The ultimate goal is to roll the shoulders back in together, open up the chest. Start to press into that right leg, but lower down into that nice back bend here. So hug the shoulders together, open up the chest, lift the gaze if it feels okay. Make sure you're pulling the belly in. You want to protect the low back, even as we come into this deeper back bend here. Come a little bit deeper into that front thigh. One more here. Good, slowly release. Inhale, hands back high. Exhale, frame the foot. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee up. Look forward, step the foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Pause right here in your fold. Feet can be hips width. They can be big toes to touch, a little space between the heels. Either way, start to bend into the knees. Bend the knees, sit those hips nice and low. Inhale, reach up to chair. Hands out long. Remember, you can always cactus or have hands at heart if that feels better for you. Sink the weight back into the heels. So you can maybe lift the toes a little bit, right? Pull the ribs in towards each other. Find length in the low back. Reaching forward. Maybe you just have the hands out of the shoulders. So they don't have to be all the way up here if that doesn't feel good for you. Sink a little bit deeper. Inhale here. Exhale, sweep the arms back and fly. Squeeze the shoulders in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, airplane. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, extend the legs, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, or just skip it and meet us in down dog. Step back. Supported plank, lower. Elbows hugging in. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. One breath between. Release. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, pull it through. Knee comes down. Pull the left hip to socket. Inhale, extend. Exhale, cactus. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hug. This time, arms come behind you. Grab opposite elbows or interlace hands. See if you can take the kind of awkward grip. So if it's elbows, the opposite one's on top. Hug the shoulders back. Full breath in to lift through the crown of the head. Breath out, come into that back bend. Remember, not taking that back bend too much into the low back. So keeping those ribs in nice and tight, protecting the spine. Sinking a little bit deeper into that front lunge. Last one here. Release the bind. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, frame the foot. Tuck back toes, lift knee. Look forward, step the foot up. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sit the hips nice and low. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, high mountain. Flush it out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga, flow. Supported plank. Hug elbows. Inhale, cobra, either baby or full. Exhale, down dog. Maybe every time we go through chaturanga, you find a deeper back bend. Lower the knees down, knees together, embryo pose. So arms come out long. Kind of see you are switching back and forth. Do a child's pose, do an embryo pose. Just give you a breather between those movements, right? We're moving a little bit quicker today. So probably getting that heart rate going. Maybe it's superhuman where you are, because I know it's superhuman where I am right now. And I'm definitely feeling the sweat a little bit. Remember, you can always grab water at any point if you would like to. When you feel ready, come back to your downward facing dog. And we're gonna build on again. So you choose how to get there. We'll all meet in down dog. Hips lift high, soft bend in the knees. Good, we're going to go through that again and build on from there. So listen carefully. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, pull it forward, settle the foot down. Left knee down. Right hip back, inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, hug. Remember, interlace the hands behind you or grab opposite elbows. Inhale, open up the chest, find that back bend. So here's what we're gonna build on, right? So making sure that you're nice and deep into that front thigh. Take a full breath in. And with a breath out, start to humble your crescent. So take the right shoulder down to the thigh, let the head hang heavy, and start to reach the arms up. If you have the interlace, reaching up through the fingers. So it just kind of depends on where your shoulders are at today. If you want a little bit more, you can try to bring the shoulder to the inside of the thigh, but try to make sure we're not pressing that knee too far out. Letting the head hang heavy. Making sure that the knee is not tracking in front of the ankle. Maybe you walk the foot forward if so. Hug the shoulders together. Continue to find that nice back bend here, that nice shoulder opener, not back of a shoulder opener. Last breath in. Go with your breath out. Release the bind and hands come all the way down to the mat. We're going to tuck those back toes. We're going to lift that back knee up. Look forward and step the foot up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hips sink down. Inhale, chair. Just one time. Exhale, fly. Inhale, reach up. This time, exhale, hands come to heart. So we're going to do some balance. We haven't done any balance really yet, right? So we're going to root down through our left foot. Spread the toes out nice and wide. You're going to take that right arm out. Imagine that you're holding something, like there's a platter there, and you don't want to drop it. Maybe it's your favorite food, and yes, I think about food a lot. I really love food. So, my favorite food, I really love a burrito. Maybe some tacos, so it's on that platter. And I don't want to drop it because I want to eat it later. And then start to bend through the right knee. So find that little bit of a bend here, lengthening through the quad. And then take that platter and grab the foot on the inside. So we're finding a little bit of quad stretch. Let's stay in our quad stretch first. Find some familiarity. Right, so press the foot into the hand. Find a nice stretch through the quad. Keep the gaze on the ground if you're feeling super wobbly. You can have the left hand on the hip or maybe at the heart. Root down through the left foot. You can have a soft bend in the knee if you would like. And we're just going to play around with a deeper back bend if you would like to in our balance. You can stay here in your quad stretch if that feels super great. If you want to, working towards our dancers. So we'll take a breath in to reach that left hand high. And with a breath out, you're going to shift the chest forward and the foot back. Press the foot into the hand. So maybe you're just like right here. It does not have to be a lot, right? Maybe you're just pressing it out just a little bit. So just finding that engagement, that's all the difference there. And trying to roll the chest forward a little bit more. Reaching through the left fingers, pressing the foot into the hand. Just a couple more breaths here. Gaze down and forward for support. Last full breath. Good, slowly release. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Pausing our forward fold for a second, find some length. You can grab the backs of the thighs or the shins if that feels good for you, and just use that as leverage to pull yourself down. So maybe wrap the arms around the thighs. Just keeping some length here. You can have a bend in the knees if that feels good. And then slowly release out of your fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Or cat-cow, or just down dog. Inhale, broaden the chest. Exhale, roll over the knees, lift the hips high. Deep breath in. Cleansing breath out. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, pull it forward, gently step. Knee softens. Left hip back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug. This time interlace or grab opposite elbows. Inhale, open up the chest. Arms come back, find that back bend. Preparing here, settle into the thigh. Deep breath in. Breath out, take the left shoulder to the left thigh. Let the head hang heavy, coming to our little humble crescent. If you need to, you can walk that left foot out a little bit. Make sure that you're not letting that knee fall open. So you're placing the weight into the inside edge of that left foot, pulling that knee in towards the arm. Let the head hang heavy and reach the arms up a little bit. Hug those shoulders together. Find that nice stretch. One more breath in. Breath out, arms release down. Back toes up. Make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, airplane. Remember, just one time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, rooting down through our right foot this time, finding our balance. Trying to spread those toes out. You can have that right hand on hip. Left hand starts in that platter. On this side, I'm holding my favorite dessert. What's your favorite dessert? I love chocolate and peanut butter. Maybe you love cookies, anything like that. So hold it, don't drop it. Start to bend through that left knee. Find your stability here. And then when you feel like you have that, then take the hand, grab the foot, find your quad stretch. Maybe you're feeling a little bit wobbly this morning. It's okay. I know I'm feeling a little bit wobbly myself. Press the foot into the hand, stretching out the quad as much as possible, right? If you feel really stable, you can always try to lift the gaze away from the ground. That's a little bit of a challenge here for your balance. You can stay here if you want to work a little bit further towards dancers. Reach the right arm forward, full breath in. Breath out, start to rock forward, chest forward, leg back, and then start to press the foot into the hand. It does not have to be a lot, just as much as feels comfortable for you. So maybe you're all the way up here and you're still trying to press it out, that's okay. Just try to challenge yourself to come a little bit lower than you maybe did the last time you were done, dancers. Reaching through the fingers, keeping the gaze down but forward. Press the foot into the hand, come a little bit higher with that foot. Good, almost there, 2 more breaths. Last one. Good, slowly release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Stay right here, walk the feet out to hips width apart. Bend generously through the knees, so nice big bend. Take peacemaking fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Keep the belly on the thighs. Bend a little bit more through the knees, and start to bend the elbows and pull the crown of the head down. So lengthen, nice through your spine. This is a really nice counter action to all that back bending we've been doing. Right, we're gonna lengthen the spine back out. Slowly release the toes. Come back to your fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. For our last chaturanga here, so take that flow how you want to. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Big breath in. Open the mouth, let go. Do it one more time. We're gonna stick out our tongue, make lots of noise. Inhale. Exhale, lion's breath. Good, soften the knees down, knees out wide, big toes touch. Reach long through the fingers. Child's pose. Couple of breaths in your child's pose. Just slightly slowing down the heart rate. Not too much, just a little bit. When you feel ready, come up to your tabletop. So we're meeting our tabletop. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, curl the spine. Come back to your neutral spine, your tabletop. I'm going to just give you a little challenge here. So I'm going to give you the option to challenge yourself. So we're going to lower down all the way to our bellies, but we're going to do it nice and slow. So if you want to, you can continue in that supported plank, right? But if you want a little bit of a challenge, you can come to that full plank. So you choose supported plank, challenge yourself with a full plank, shoulders right above the wrist. You always start in full plank, and then as we lower, come down to your knees. So you choose here. We're holding in our plank, pressing away from the ground, find some strength. One more breath in. With a breath out, bend the elbows, hug them in, lower 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down to the belly. Whew. All right, bring one cheek down, arms come long beside you, and feel the heart beat into the mat. When you're ready, bring the chin to center. And we're going to do a few different rounds here. We're working towards like kind of our peak posture, what we've been preparing ourselves for. We're going to be doing our locust pose. So it's a back bend, it's a heart opener, shoulder opener, and I'm going to walk you through a few different ways to do it. So rooting down into the ground, you're going to keep your pelvis nice and firm. So with the first version, we're only going to lift our legs. So upper body stays rooted. So press down through the palms. Keep the gaze down, take a breath out. With a breath out, breath in, lift the legs up. So legs come as high as possible. You choose, you can flex, you can point. I like pointing because I feel like it helps me like engage a little bit more. And just a slight little squeeze of the glutes. So not clenching, just slight squeeze. Pull the navel in, root through the pelvis. Lift those legs a little bit higher. Breath in. Breath out, lower them down, opposite cheek down to the mat. Big breaths between slowing it down a little bit. You know, it's time to get our heart rate going a lot. And then come back to center. So now we're going to take the opposite. Legs are going to stay rooted. And we're only going to lift our upper body. So press down through the tops of the feet. Press down through the pelvis. Take a big breath out. Inhale, hug the shoulders together. Lift the arms up. Come into that little half locust. So just upper bodies hugging together. Roll the shoulders back and together. Press the palms together like you're holding something, maybe a beach ball between your hands. Keep the gaze down, so nice long neck. Reach through the crown of the head. Nice tight core. Protect your low back. Full breath in, come to your highest point. Breath out, lower it all the way down. Opposite cheek down. Couple of breaths just to center. And then come back to center. So now we've done those separately. We're going to work on doing it all together. So we're going to lift our legs and our arms. All the weight is going to be down into our pelvis. If you need to, if you're on a hard floor, you can always grab like a blanket and place it underneath your pelvis, because sometimes, you know, it can hurt pressing it into the like a hard ground. So take a breath out, but roll the shoulders back to prepare. Inhale, rise up, legs, arms, everything is up. Reach up, squeeze the arms together, lift the heels high, slight little squeeze of the glutes. Keep the gaze down to the ground, long neck. Couple more breaths, come a little bit higher. Each breath in. Good, full inhale, come to that highest point. Exhale, lower it down. Feel the heartbeat into the ground. We'll do that full version one more time with an option to add on. All right, come to center. So full version one final time. Option if you want to, you can take a bind behind the back. So you can interlace the hands and pull them together. Prepare with that breath out. Roll the shoulders back. Breath in, everything lifts up. Weight into your pelvis. Squeeze the shoulders together. Squeeze the legs up. Come to that highest point. Come a little bit higher than you think you can go. 2 more breaths. Inhale here. Exhale, soften. Good, that was the last hard part of our practice. Relax it all down. Take some deep breaths. Maybe windshield wiper the legs back and forth. Take some movement. Sometimes that feels nice. And legs come out long. And wherever you are, we're just going to roll onto our backs. So however you want to, rolling onto your back. And lying all the way down onto the mat. So coming all the way reclined. And you worked pretty hard here. We're just going to do a couple rounds here of our bridge pose. So walk the feet in so the heels are close to the glutes, but not too close, right? You just want to be able to barely brush the heels. And if you would like to, if you prefer, you can take a supported bridge here instead, taking a block and placing it underneath your sacrum. So take a big breath out. With a breath in, lift the hips high. Squeeze those glutes just slightly. Make sure we're not clenching too much. Lifting through the quads as well. You can roll the shoulders underneath you. Open up the chest. One more inhale. Exhale, soften. We'll just do that one more time. Breath between. Inhale, hips up. Roll the shoulders underneath. Chin away from the chest, where the chest is chasing the chin. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, lower. Let it go. Take a second. Windshield wiper the legs back and forth. And then walk the feet out to mat width apart. Let the knees knock in towards each other, doing your broken bridge. Try to connect the whole back to the ground. So just feeling that nice length in your spine here, trying to neutralize out from our back bends. Now we're just stretching from here. So start to slow it all down. Place the feet back at hips width apart. Take the right ankle, cross it over the left thigh. Find your figure 4. So just a little bit of an outer hip stretch. Flex the right foot. Take the right hand, press that right knee forward. You can stay here if you would like. You can always interlace around the left leg and pull it in. So you choose which one feels better for you. Maybe you want that more relaxing version with the foot down. If you have the foot lifted, flexing both of the feet. Try to keep the shoulders rooted, whichever version you're in, not lifting the shoulders. So this is about relaxing the upper back and feeling the whole spine into the mat. Maybe you're grabbing the thigh, allow the foot to come down, but keep the legs in figure 4. So you're still crossing the right leg over the left. And we're just going to start to bump the hips over towards the right and allow the right foot to fall over towards the left. So hopefully you can kind of see where I'm coming here. The foot is down. It's a really nice stretch for your outer hip. Walk that foot up as much as you can to feel that stretch. Maybe take the left hand to the ankle just for a little bit of stability. Roll the shoulders back and connect them into the ground. You can always extend through the right arm, a cactus, or reach out. And if this doesn't feel good, come to your just normal supine twist with the knees together. We're coming close to our final resting posture. So I'm starting to let it all go. Releasing the breath, coming back to a natural breath. Trying to lower the heart rate. Attempting to clear the mind. And it's okay if you still have some thoughts coming through. We're just trying to acknowledge them as they come and allow them to continue on. And then release out of your twist. Knees come in, feet out to mouth apart, windshield wiper. Take a little bit of movement between sides. And then come into center. Feet out at hips width apart, left ankle over right thigh. Take the left hand, press on that knee. Flex the left foot, so keep those left toes curling towards the shin. That's going to help you feel this stretch a little bit more. Stay here, or maybe grab behind the right thigh and pull it in. If you're here, press on the knee with the elbow, so continue to press out. And flex both of your feet. I like to close my eyes here, just to focus on the feeling of the stretch. And then take some big breaths. Maybe some sighs. Maybe there's something that you need to let go of. As we come out of a long weekend and back into a week of work. If you have the leg, release the foot down, but keep those figure 4 legs. Start to bump the hips over towards the left. Foot comes down towards the right, finding our supine twist. You'll walk the foot up towards you if you need a little bit more, but press the knee away. Maybe open up the left arm and take the gaze over the shoulder. Unravel the legs, come to the center, windshield wiper it out. And if it feels good, take a happy baby. Grabbing the shins, the ankles, or the feet, rocking back and forth. Last little bit of movement. And then knees come in towards the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins. Pull the nose up towards the knees and curl into a tight little ball. So reach everything in towards each other, engaging every little muscle, even squeezing all the muscles in your face. Take a big breath in, pause at the top. One more little sip of air in. Open the mouth, exhale, release to Shavasana. Take up as much space as you need. Arms out wide, legs out wide. And give yourself permission to just be here, enjoying these few moments of rest and relaxation. Let go of every single muscle and enjoy. I'll call you back when it's time. Slowly allow your awareness to return to your body. Notice if you benefit from a few more moments in your Shavasana. You're welcome to stay here as long as you would like. If you're ready to continue on with your day, find movement into fingers and toes. Reach the arms long above you, full body stretch. Point the toes, lengthen. Pull the knees in, roll onto either side for a fetal position. When you're ready, come up to a comfortable seat. Face the front of the room, or front of your room, wherever your computer is. Hands at heart center. Eyes closed or gaze soft down towards the ground. Empty out your lungs. Deep breath in. Clear it out. Show yourself some gratitude for taking time out of your day to show up on your mat, for taking time for your practice, and most importantly, for taking time for you. I'm grateful that you all came to join me in your practice, whether that's live or later on Facebook or YouTube. And from my heart to each and every one of yours, namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. Keep your eyes out on our social media today for a special announcement. I hope you all enjoyed your your practice. As always, leave a comment below to let me know how it went, how you liked it. And if you're able to donate, there is Venmo and MindBody links on Facebook and on our website. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy the sunshine, get outside, and namaste.